Janet Crownhart. I'm the principal of Amboy High School.
I'm Brian Bartos. I teach social studies and driver education at Morrison High School. This is my 5th year teaching.
My name is Denise Orlikowski, and I am a curriculum specialist for a K-8 elementary district.
My name is Katie Bulfer, and I'm the Dean of Students at Amboy Junior High and Amboy High School.
I went to Augustana College. I majored in mathematics with an endorsement in secondary education. When I started college, my goal was to become a superintendent, and I just knew that in order to be a superintendent, I would have to be a teacher and then be a principal before I would make it there.
I graduated from Benedictine University in 2005 with a bachelor's degree in political science and a minor in communication arts. At that point, I thought I might actually work in government. Maybe thought I would consider a full-time career in government, but over time I realized that most of what I was writing just ended up in a file cabinet and not too many people read it, so I thought maybe something else would be a little more rewarding for the long term, to make a concrete difference in the lives of others. So after that I moved to the suburbs and took some coursework at school out in Lisle once again at National Louis University and earned my teaching credentials through National Louis. I was able to do some substitute teaching in the suburban schools around Chicago, and then received a job offer from Morrison High School.
I started out being a teacher, and I loved being in the classroom, but I wanted to be better. The educational research, the pieces they don't teach you in college all the time, and how do kids learn? How can we best reach kids? How can I make a difference in their lives? And so, stumbling upon my research and spending a lot of time in research, we found a need in the district to have a position where someone could focus in on research.
I went to Monmouth College. I was a PE major, so I spent my first 8 years in education teaching PE and health here at Amboy Junior High, and then I got my master's at Aurora University and then became the dean 4 years ago. I just knew I wanted the next level. I was really invested when I was a PE teacher in the school improvement team and the discipline kind of teams that would deal with different things. I was on the CPI team, so if something happened, I'd be called and have to help de-escalate a student, and so I knew I wanted to be part of that process higher up than I could be as a PE teacher.
At the end of the day, our goal is to get kids out of there with more information than what they had when they came in, build positive relationships, and after 4 years, get them a diploma and becoming good citizens in life. It's definitely nice when you talk to them a few years later and they can come back and say, well, I'm working on the windmills, or I've got this great job welding at this place and I'm making $60,000 a year, and it's very nice.
Education needs to be the best. It is what creates equity in our world. And so we need to give the best we can to the kids that cross our paths.
Yeah, there are very few careers as rewarding as teaching. It's a chance to touch the lives of kids as they're making that transition from adolescent to adult. I like the ability to solve problems every day, and my goodness, there are plenty of problems to solve when you're in teaching, whether it's a scheduling issue, trying to find a way to get a student into a course who you think should be there, do your best to try to make that happen.
I love problem solving with students and staff and just sitting down and, okay, let's think about this. What do we need to do? What can we help you with? That's my absolute favorite.
A lot of your upper level classes aren't necessarily about the information as much as it is the process to get to the information. It is the problem solving, it's the team building, it's the communication to work through problems with your peers. It's the perseverance to continue to work when you know things are hard. Not everything's gonna come easy. So it's learning how to get to the end result. And you may or may not get it right, but you still have to learn from it. And those are skills that you're gonna take with you no matter where you go.
The tassel is worth the hassle. I saw that on a bulletin board at York High School when I was substitute teaching out there a few years ago, and it is so true. If kids are willing to do a little bit of what they don't want to do in the present, it opens the door to doing so much more of what they would like to do in the future.
A teacher, you have to be kind of a jack of all trades. So you have to know a little bit about everything, just enough to be dangerous sometimes. So a lot of times there are questions that are asked I don't have the answers to, and that's okay, but at least I know where to start. So just building those research skills I think are really important.
If you're interested in education at all, go talk to your counselor and check into the Education Pathway program. At the very least, you'll decide whether education is the path that you want to take. And if you don't like it, you're really not out anything. You're out a little bit of time, but you might have bonded with some kids. If you do like it, you've already got a leg up on everybody else that's going to start the education program in college.
Well, the good thing about Pathways is that it's setting up students opportunities to be in the classroom and be exposed to things before they get to college, so they can really decide if education's for them or kind of decide on a grade level and just get that exposure and knowledge that much sooner.